Today we're going to be testing out the Veritas Vans mounting system for the Starlink Mini. This is specially made by a company out of Southern California. It encases your Starlink Mini, so like you can kind of see it there. It goes into this hard plastic case, and we've got these suction cup mounts all over it. We can attach it to our vehicle in any configuration that we want. And there's also magnet mounts. I've actually already tried the suction cups on the top of the Jeep on the rooftop tent. It worked amazingly, but today we're gonna put it through the test out here in the desert when it's gonna be mounted to the Raptor, and I'm gonna let my 12-year-old boy drive around. I don't know if is that legal? Full disclosure, Veritas Vans did send me this for free. However, I'm not making any money off this video whatsoever. I was actually planning on buying the unit and they reached out to me. I got lucky. You might be asking, why do you need a Starlink Mini mounted to your vehicle? And the answer to that is you don't need one, but it sure is nice to have when you're in large open spaces like where we live in Idaho, Nevada, Eastern Oregon. There's no cell phone coverage. There are times when we're on long road trips and I need to get some work done, or we're camping, or the boy, he does homeschool. This has been great for that. We can go anywhere we want, don't have to worry about connecting or like driving into town and checking emails or whatever. So it's just really handy to have mounted to your vehicle. And the Starlink Mini now is mobile, so it does work while you're moving. Your Veritas Vans mounting kit arrives with everything you need to get started, and assembly couldn't be easier. First, you remove this little mount and you insert your Starlink Mini, and then you button it up and screw on the suction cup mounts or the magnetic mounts. I think I'm gonna mount this to the top of the rig, and I'm just gonna run the power cord to the power outlet in the bed. That way I'm not having to like roll down a window a little bit and keep the cord coming into the cab. But that could be an option for you too. You can just run this through the back window, or I've seen people mount them on sunroofs that work really great. So I'm just gonna mount it on top and plug it into the back of the bed. Okay, I forgot that there's some kind of channels here. Before I get too much further, I'll get my cord out, my ghetto wrap. This is my solution to keeping that cord from tangling. If you can't see the line, the suction is fine. I'm just gonna run this back over here. No, that's gonna be a problem. Okay. All right, so I am running into a little bit of a problem. The wall wart for the Starlink is actually too big to be plugged into the side panel here. So I am gonna have to run it into the cab, which is not a problem. Veritas Vans did include a 12-volt cigarette lighter adapter for this. However, I did not bring it. I wasn't planning on using it. I didn't even know until a few minutes ago that I actually had one on this truck. So in the future, I'll be bringing that along. Ta-da! We started off going pretty slow at first just to make sure that everything was secured properly. And to be honest with you, I was more worried about my GoPro falling off than I was about the suction cups on the Veritas Vans unit. But also, this was Abel's first time driving the Raptor, and there was no need to start out at light speed. This is also the first time we've had a chance to use the Starlink while being mobile. Prior to an update, only customers that paid for a certain mobile service could actually use it while in motion. After giving Abel a little bit of seat time, it was time to switch things up. It was my turn to see if I could shake this thing loose. I'm happy to report, nothing came loose, not even a single camera. If for some reason you decide that you don't like the suction cup idea and you want to instead opt for the magnet, it's extremely easy to swap out and offers a little bit lower profile. The magnets are coated in a soft rubber material that won't scratch your paint. However, they are very strong magnets, and I would caution you to not drop them in the dirt, as they can pick up little iron particles that can scratch your paint. There's not a whole lot that is magnetic on my Jeep, especially in locations where it would be optimal to mount the Starlink. How'd it drive?
Pretty good. Fast.
Fast? It was pretty fast. You got up to a pretty good speed there for a minute. Had Dad a little bit worried. It's still up there. It's doing good. Riding dirty. All right, I would call that a successful test, and I think we're gonna get out of here and maybe hit the car wash. Got about a pound of dust on this thing. Thanks for hanging out and taking a little rip around the desert with us today. We had a lot of fun, and we managed to keep all of our gear. Nothing fell off, nothing got broken. And thanks again to Veritas for giving us this Starlink Mini mount, and I'd say it works great, and I'm gonna keep on using it. If you want, like I said, there's a link below. I'm not getting paid to say any of that. I don't get any money if you buy them. Check the link out. They've got a lot of other great products too. And I guess we'll see you guys on the next adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.